All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening for wherever you are in the world to the global Jira fam. Today we have a very special guest. You guys may have had their Chrome extensions installed for a long time. They were gracious enough to provide that as free of charge extension, which would let you go onto OpenSea and had an overlay, would tell you a floor price, would tell you rarity ranking and stuff like that so that you didn't have to go to different websites. I personally have been using that for probably 4 or 5 months or something for as long as it's been out. So we are very, very thankful, and they've decided to come here today to release an NFT. They actually have two NFTs coming out, an Alpha Pass and then a Genesis Pass. And we have Hyper here today, and he's going to go through a demo, and we'll have an AMA at the end. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Can I start now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I was planning to use the pitch deck, but I think it's better to you know use this website. Um, so I think if you guys are into the market long enough, and you guys might catch the word Trade Sniper, and we have been in the market for like 6 or 7 months right now, and currently I think that we are dominating the market, the current market, and we are looking forward to become the leading NFT trading platform. And in able to do so, we are deciding to release two NFT lifetime passes, which give you lifetime you know duration to trade sniper features. So yeah, for the last 6 months, this is what we have been achieved is that we have achieved 1 million users monthly within like 100,000 NFTs bought through Trade Sniper. This is something that we did calculation on blockchain, and yeah, so 90,000 extension users, which is you know very popular for for the Gotcha community as well for other community where you can check the rating ranking instantly on OpenSea. Yeah, and for the project listed, we have been covering like 2,000 at least right now, which I believe is like 80% of the current market. And yeah, so this is our partners. We've been partnering with a lot of communities as well as marketplaces like Luxray and X2Y2. And uh, if you can hear in the news that our partner Gem has been acquired by OpenSea. So yeah, so that's something worth mentioning about with Trade Sniper. All right. So yeah, so that's one of our achievement during for the last 6 months, and me personally and the founders and the teams are very proud of this. All right, let's go to the lifetime passes. All right, so to be able to dominating the market, and there has been a lot of demands coming from our community, coming from our user base that they need something lifetime to to be able to do all the trials and errors, and to not to have that timing pressure when you're trying to have that subscription model. So you gotta have like the time pressure, but with the lifetime passes, you are able to do all of the trials and errors, do research as many as you want, and yeah, so that's and here we are. We are coming with two passes. All right, and so this is the feature set for two you know lifetime passes, which I believe is that um, speak for itself. For the alpha is the price is 0.2 Ethereum, and for the Genesis is 2 Ethereum. And the biggest difference between those two passes is that the two Ethereum passes got access to instant reality review, which many of you guys call it sniping. So that's the biggest difference, rather than we have mass bid too. Yeah. All right. So this is the feature set, and I'm going to demo it shortly. And so I'm going to demo mostly for the alpha passes, and for the Genesis, I'm going to demo it like right away. All right, let's go. Let's go to a farm page. So this is I'm gonna go to. So this is Try Sniper, project list. Uh, right here we provide all of these informations like floor and the changes in floor for the last 24 hours or for the last 7 days or so. Are you sharing my screen? Yes, I am sharing my screen. Um, you should be able to see it, I think. All right, and yeah, so there are changes in floor price and 7 days, and changes in 24 hours in volume and 7 days too. So let me introduce you how to use all of this information. Like right now, is that if you're looking at the market right now, the current market right now, like uh, if you're following the news and all of these you know information about the upcoming basic land that they are planning on selling, so that you're going to see that there has been a significant downfall for all of these projects. Let me also, you can short the project the floor by descending ascending. So I'm going to go to introduce you how to use all of this information like right away. So if you click on descending at Trace Neighbor, we are covering like 2,000 projects, so that we should be cover all of these, all of the biggest projects in the NFT market. So that that's around like 50 or 100 projects per page. All right. So if you're looking at the volume and the floor changes for the last 24 hours right here, as the floor descending. So that's the highest floor price to the lowest floor price filter. You're going to see that that's a lot of red for the last 24 hours. And this is something that I came up with myself personally. Is that if you're looking at those numbers, you're going to see that people are trying to liquidate themselves to ready for the, you know, upcoming collection coming from Yuga Lab and Basi. So that you see that even for Moonburst, the flop price has significantly, down, take a shock down term, like 11.8%. But yeah, so the market right now for NFTs, not this is not a financial advice, but this is coming from who has been in the market for the last 6 months. As you can see, is that the volume for each project just got a lot of boost, but
Ronaldo naman
uh,
ako doon. Wala naman na.
I'm sorry.
Keep going. It was a hot mic. I muted him.
All right. Right, so the volume has taken a lot of boost for the last 24 hours, but if you look at the floor price, people are trying to undercut themselves and trying to find the liquidities so that they have the liquidity ready for the, you know, upcoming basic land. So yeah, so that's a quick tutorial on how to use on all of these information. And you can also short the volume in 1 days with ascending and descending order. So let's click to descending order. You're going to see that for the last 24 hours, you are going to able to catch the crabs of what happening right now. Is that Moonburst keep the dominating as the top volume on OpenSea, as we are recording volume on OpenSea only. And there has been a Akutaras. I believe that if you guys into this market or not, this project is long awaited too. All right, and yeah, so Azuki and CloudNext keep achieving like over 500 Ethereum volume each day. But if you're looking at them closely, is that CloudNext took a downturn, as people, I believe that I've heard that Clone well are getting ready for base lanes too. All right, so that's the volume and flow changes. Also, we are providing additional info such as if you click on activities and bubble maps, which I will get into later. You don't have to go straight up into each project, but you can click like right here to check the activities and all of the charts and listing distribution and stuff like that on TriSniper. So this is very easy to click. Just click right here. Yeah, just click right here, and you are able to see it accordingly. And yeah, so that's a quick overview of the our project list, and we also have this project feed, which I believe this is just a beta for this feature, but so basically this is to cover what's happening on TraceNeighbor. This is exactly the same to the Molby what's happening on the market. So we're covering it and we tell you what's happening, and um, there should be a lot of justification to these features that allows you to set to your own notification and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is project fit. All right. So I think that I just cover all of these information on the overview on how TraceNeighbor work and how these numbers, you know, replicate themselves and how these numbers, yeah, tell the story and stuff. And I was wonder if you guys have any questions.
Yeah, so this is kind of
Li-
like something that here in Gajir I do a lot of voice chats where I try to explain, beyond just finding out roadmap updates and certain things happening with projects, but you can also look at these numbers and educate yourself and learn how to trade as like an educated NFT trader by looking at, the trends and charts and graphs and all of that good stuff. So this is definitely like really awesome. But yeah, if you want to show some more, like I think the bubble map is something that I found to be really interesting because it's a way of if you were following smart money the way that the Moonbirds was, the cool thing is that you can almost like find out sometimes where like all the quote unquote smart money, like all the people who are like really smart buyers and NFT traders are buying a lot of, and you can kind of like see this graph in it, like, or it's like a chart that shows you like how all the links to it. So I don't know if you want to show that bubble maps thing. I thought that was really an interesting feature that
yeah,
nobody else really
yeah.
has actually.
I'll get into all of these activities and jobs later. Right now, I'm going to jump into a random collections
Oh
to
yeah.
show you guys. Yeah. Let's go to
Hi,
Clonex.
hi Deepika.
All right, let's go to Clonex. All right. And right now, before going into details on how this information works, I'm going to demo you the features that is called instant reality rankings, which I believe is sniping for what you guys whatever it's called. All right, I'm going to demo it right now. One sec. I'm going to demo it right now. All right, I think so. Now it's gone, right? So the concept of sniping is that a tool going to index the rankings of the total supply as fast as possible, so you guys can catch the crabs of of what has happening to the collections, so that there's several collection that has low floor price, and maybe they are undercut and undervalue all of these information right now. One sec. I'm going to show you. Right, so the ranking is now return noon. Right, so one sec. Right, it's returning noon, and so this is 20,000. Now it start indexing ranking, right? So yeah, it's showing like 10K right now. Yep. Trail cave. All right. So the concept is that I'll set my price to lowest first and main price at 0.1. So that's I'll be able to catch and snipe all of these good NFT at at low floor price. So that for example this rank is like 900, but the floor and it is listed at the very recent floor price, and I'll be able to catch to snipe it and flip it at a higher price. So that's the total concept of sniping. And as you can see is that I start demo these features like 1 minute ago, and we believe at TraceTable we are the fastest one to able to index the total size collection of 20,000, 20,000 NFTs. So yeah, so I think that we just finished it.
Can you explain like how you guys like fetch it the metadata quickly and like how is yours faster than others? Can you kind of explain that or like how it even works?
Yeah. So so each of these NFTs is has the metadata, right? Each of these NFT has the metadata, and I'm going to all right, one second. I'm going to their contract. Yes, again. All right. So this quite the technical itself, but I'm going to quickly explain it. So each of these NFT has the metadata, and the format it is in the JSON file. So let's say Clonex has 20,000 NFTs, so that's 20,000 JSON file, and so the product the project owner is gonna host these metadata, on their own API or ABFS or whatever it is. So we're going to watch their contract using some custom nodes for Etherscan. So that we're going to watch the contract and to see is that this function token URI. So let's when you click on one, you'll be able to see the API that they are hosting. So right here is number one, and yeah, so that's how the all of these concept work. And why it's faster? Because we have the private deal with the private node company that allow us more rate limit when compared to the others services. So yeah, so that's how we are faster.
Oh, awesome. Very cool.
All right, so that's the concept of sniping and all of this information, right? So now I'm going to do the quick demo on how this page work. So first up, I'm going to show you one of our best features, and I think that this is something that we are known for. It's called the event feed. So event feed is something that lets you monitor all of these activities for one specific project. It's similar to the project feed, but it is for collections, so that you are able to know which token ID at what rank are being listed, as well as which token ID at what rank are being sold. So, for example, I want to know um, what trades has been sold for the last 1 hour. So I'll be able to click here, and I'll know that headwear aviator capped or some specific trades are being sold. So yeah, so that's something that worth mentioning when you're trying to invest into some projects. So yeah, so this is called the event feed, let you monitor all of these events for the last last hour for or for the last you know probably we can index it for the last 24 hours too. All right, so that's the event feed, and right here you are all of this information is matched for each of these NFTs. We also let you go into the grid layout so that you are able to have a nicer look of this NFT. Um, so yeah, so you can switch to the grid and table, and it looks pretty fun to be honest. It looks good. It looks good to me. All right, and yeah, so the rate and all right. So I think that's covered pretty much everything for the activities for each of the collection. Right now, I'm going to show you another features that we have been developing a lot, and we're going to enhancing it in the next few weeks. Is something called our advanced filter system. So if you guys are familiar with Try Sniper and use Try Sniper a lot, you are able to use all of these filter for each of the collection. So that, for example, I want to filter all of these NFT that has price. So I'm going to set it to lower first and price over 0.1. So I'll be able to know that there has been 322 NFTs that are being listed right now. So that's some information that are showing on here. And so that's the pricing system. And how can you can do the vice versa too. You can set to the highest first. Let's go to highest first. So the highest first is 999 Ethereum. So that's just something pretty much gimmick to the others, but I've seen there's a lot of demand for this as well. So it's just match the lowest first order too. All right, so that's the price filter system. And let's go to and at Price Sniper, you can combine multiple filters so that let you make buying decision, make trading decision more easily. Um, so let's say I want to filter out the lowest first, but I just want to buy the top, the medium ranking. I want to it to filter on Trace level is rank 500. Let's say that. Let's go to the top 10% for example. So that's the medium rank is rank 1000. So I'm saying that from the rank 1 to the rank 1000, there has been 71 NFTs that are being listed. As you can see right now, uh, one sec, I'm doing this. All right, so that's being 2071, and as you can see is that the lowest brand one is the rank 422, like right now. And another big features that we released like 2 months ago is that um, some of you guys are very high frequency traders, and you want to apply the same filter. Like I want to apply the same top. I want to apply the same top 10% with price on each of the collections I want to go. So this is something if it's the normal workflow. Normal flow is that you go into, let's say, one sec. So normal flow is that, for example, I want to go to Gotcha. All right. So I want to use the same filter on Moonbus for Gotcha. For example, I want to use the top 10% rank filter with price. And it is to me as the product analysis for TriSniper, and as a heavily users for NFT, is that I'm very annoyed to click the same time over again. So that's I'll just go into click here. I'm just going to save this current filters, and you'll say that top 10% has price. All right, and I'm going to click save it. And yeah, so I'm going to click save it. And when you go into Gotcha, right? I want to use the same filter. Let's go to plot the current filter. Top 10% half price is something that I saved just as up right now. I'm going to click here. Yeah, so that's 17 NFTs that are being listed, and it is using the same same filter as moonbirds, as you can see. Yeah, so that's something uh, very useful for a lot of people who came to Trace Sniper, and um, I think this is one of the most underrated feature right now to me. So yeah, all right, and yeah, so that's the whole whole advanced filter system, and we also provide additional infos that the last share, so you can sort it by in the newest first order to know that the newest NFT has been sold is 5.19 Ethereum, or the oldest first is, let's go to, is 49 days ago, or you can sort it to the highest first to highest and lowest. Yeah, so just something. When you click on lowest, you want to see that lots of NFTs are being bought at a very low floor price. People are paper handed heavily. We also have this system to let you know that if this sale is a bid sale or a normal sale. By hovering into, you're going to see this a pink Ethereum icon right here, so it let you know that what's happening for this mark for the whole collection is that people are, if people are accepting bids or not. All right, so yeah, so that's the whole advanced filter system that we are able to provide. Now I'm going to show you why we, one of the reason why we split the whole passage into two categories is that, hello Agi, nice to meet you Agi, is that so for, let's say, Gotchira, right, is something, it's called trade floor, is that it let you to know that they had the floor price for each of the trades. So I'll go to I'll go to the body, all right, and I want to uh sort it in I want, let's go to the body, right? I want to sort it in the Maillard red, right? And I'll be able to see that the floor price for this trade is 5.2 Ethereum, right? It is something very accurately when you click on the lowest first. Yeah, so the floor price for this NFT is 5.2 Ethereum, as this is the floor trade floor is the lowest NFT that has that specific trades to listed on OpenSea right now. We are going to support multiple order books as well. So yeah, so that's the concept of trade floor, is that the floor price for the specific trades that NFTs are being listed. So yeah, so that's the concept of trade floor. And I'm going to show you why we are splitting it into two tier. It is something that I think that we are the only one, and should be the only one in the next few months to able to come up with this feature, is that the delta between the highest trade floor and price. Um, to know this concept is that we going to let you filter out the good price NFT. First of all, I want to know the lowest delta between the floor price and the NFT. This doesn't. Let's go to the highest. So the delta is a difference between the trade floor and the current flat price. For example, the trade floor for this NFT is 6.7, but uh, the price for this is 6.99. So maybe somehow it is being, overpriced, and it is some of the metric. Is that delta feature? Yeah, yeah, we have been developing it for the last 3 days, I think. Yeah, so it lets you to calculate that if these NFTs are being overpriced or undervalued. This doesn't show a lot of information, but I'll show you on the other collections. Let's go to the lower price. Let's go to Kaiju Kings. So let's go to the highest difference between floor price. Let's go to the lowest, I think. Yeah. So um, you want to able to know take a notice is that, for example, there's a lot. But yeah, so the concept is that the trade floor should be higher than the price of that NFT are being listed. There are no such example, but I'll try to find for you guys. Let's go to three lenders. Let's go to three lenders. And let's go to the lowest. Hmm, there's no such information for you guys right now. But another example of how do you use this is to know if that NFTs are being overpriced or not. For example, the trade floor is 1.8, but if that is listed over 1.8, it is something that you guys should take into consideration that if that NFT are being overvalued or not. Oh, so all right, so that's the trade floor system. And so uh, the last features I'm going to talk about is the activities. I think you guys are familiar with this. This is what happened on Mobi as well, but we add some feature for this at medium count. So I want to know what how many NFT are listed, but I want to know the minimum listing count is at least 10. So I click enter. So I know that there are like total differences being listed at this price range. So yeah, so I'll be able to know all of this information as well. Um, right. So the last one I'm going to talk about is something Zero could mention it is that the bubble maps. All right. So what are bubble maps? Let's go to let's go to Azuki. Okay. So bubble maps is something that's only happened on Trace Sniper. Is that it let you to index the top 150 holders for the collections for some specific collection. Let's say Azuki, the top 150 has at least 7 NFTs for that you know market for that collections. uh um let's go to you guys project. Let's go to Gotchira. Right. I wonder if you ever use this, but let's go to here. All right. So let's go to the wallet. So it's going to let you index a top 150 collection, and each of the bubble maps represent for each of the wallets, and the connection between those wallet itself is the historical transaction between those wallets on blockchain. So you can never hide anything. And all right, so that's the total concept. So and also the bigger the bubble is, the more NFT they have in their wallet for that collections. Yeah, so that's the normal concept of how TraceStabber going to index all of this information. So let's go to Azuki. Okay, how do you use this? Um, the way you used it is something that you guys going to health check the collection. For example, I want to know that if this collection has a lot of diamond handlers or not. Um, and I'm going to set some metrics. For example, to me, the collection has diamond handlers. For example, for such a you know high floor price like Azuki is that I need that holders to have at least like 3 NFTs, and I'm going to scroll down to the top 150, and I'm very convinced is that this collection is very healthy because the list collectors to have on this leaderboard is that they have 7 NFTs, which I believe they lots of strong paper diamond handlers in these collections, and I'll be able to know that there has been you know some connection between the wallet itself too. So maybe they are trying to transfer it to their vault, or they are trying to bump their OPEX or something. But here's another case of use. It is to know that if that collection are being worth trading or not. Let's go to one of the most famous worth trading collection is something called Meebits, because they have zero royalty. So when you click here, you'll be able to know that this collection are being worth traded a lot. As you can see right now, is that the connection between the top two and top seven wallet is a lot. When you click on the show transfer, you're going to see that uh, the high transfer volume. When you click here, is that almost 87 Ethereum sent to the rank 14 and received by the rank 47. Also, all of this information is can only be found on TradeSniper. Oh yeah, so this is one of the collection that are being worth trading. And let's go to other collection. Let's go to Terraform. Yeah, Terraform right here. Terraform is another collection that are being worth traded as well. And I'll go to Bubble Maps. Yep. So you can see is that they are trying to was trading this collection for the reward farm looks rare. So as you can see is that there has been a lot of high transfer volume between those wallets. There's This is the historical transaction between those wallets, as you can see, so that people are able to detect if this collection being you know was trading or not, to to prevent you from getting into investing. So yeah, so that's bubble maps. And I think this is the end of my presentation. There's another features called list your own NFT, but
Yeah,
I
awesome.
think I think this should be the end. Yeah, so
Someone
if you
was
got
wondering if the Delta feature is new.
uh the delta feature is new. Yeah, it is something we has been implementing recently, and um, it doesn't work quite well, in my opinion. But we are going to enhance it in the future, upgrade it in the future. So
Thank
yeah.
you, Hyper.
Hello, Aggie. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
All right. Have a nice day, sir.
Okay, so people have been asking us, what's the deal with Gojira and Trash Sniper collaborations? As you can see in the sneak peek, for the 1-1 passes below, all right?
Mm,
So,
yeah.
so I'll be taking all questions about the collaboration between Trash Sniper and Gojira.
Mm,
So if anyone wants to know more about the demo and our functions, so we will end the presentation here and go on to the AMA. Is that okay, Zero?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you just do whatever you guys want to do. This is your platform to answer any questions or convince people to mint or buy off a secondary, you know? I want to give you guys the opportunity to convince people. So that's kind of what I let you guys do. I like to ask questions throughout, you know. I personally think that that bubble map thing is really, really cool. I don't see any other analytical tools with that. And I found that to be a lot like more important of a little metric because there's a lot of different things that have been going on. And for sure, Moonbirds is something very interesting. And when you see and you can track all these wallets and look to see like what's going in and out and all that kind of stuff, sometimes, not always, because sometimes people like to follow wallets and they like buy based on wallets, and it's honestly it's not a good idea a lot of times. But when
Mhm.
you start seeing a lot of different people that are buying into the same project and are big time like smart money investors, then sometimes it's good to like keep an eye on those projects to see like what's going to happen with them. And Moonbirds is a very good indicator of, following certain wallets and seeing who's all buying in and holding their things, and it gives you a good idea. Just gives you a whole nother metric to whether or not you should invest in things. So I think it's really cool,
Okay.
and it's really pleasing to look at also.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for your support and also the cool features, right, that you really want us to integrate into our tool. Drop by our Discord. There's a, channel called Feature Requests, right? So we value our communities and users' feedback over all thing else, right? So we're gonna be looking at those quite frequently, and we're gonna try our best to adapt and roll out cool features, right, as requested by our users, right? Like the other day, the functions that indicate the differences between the web bit and also the normal ad cells, right? It was actually requested by one of our users, and I think we rolled it out in around 2 days, right, Hyper? We were pretty quick.
No. So the bit sale and the normal sale is actually um our features, but the one you're talking about is that the gas indicator on
Oh
our
yeah, the gas
configuration.
indicator. Yeah, it was like roll out in like 1 or 2 days, right? So we are very quick on catering to the user's needs, right? So if it's a cool feature, if it helps you, why not? Well, our dev teams are working every day. We have a culture of build first, talk later. So you might miss some quality updates here and there, but we're always doing something behind the scene, and we're trying to push out a lot of features and also developments and improvements for our platform, right? So um, I have heard so much about Gajira and Trust Sniper collab. I would love to hear more about it. Yeah, so this is actually I contacted Sean since the beginning of this month, right? So this has been growing for like more than 3 weeks already, and we have finalized the art, right? And there's gonna be 10 Gojira X Threat Sniper Genesis Pass, right? It's gonna be 1-1, our legendaries, if you want to say so, and they wanna provide extra utility for the pass holders, and we have just finished some last minute deal with Sean and Gotcha Gangs. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So besides getting all of the functions of our Genesis Pass, the Gotcha Extra Sniper Special Edition Genesis Pass gonna be having the access to the alpha calls in the Gotcha channel, right? And you go also will be auto whitelist for future Gotcha project like land cells, right? So VX land cells, Ashan has been Shan said, yeah, it's okay. I'll add in the whitelist, for our upcoming projects as well here in Gotchiras. So yeah, there's only gonna be 10 passes, so it's quite small in a small number. But the sad thing here is that you cannot stack as we are on a different contract and stuff. So you can imagine it like a half of the Genesis 2 passes because it doesn't have stacking, but it has access to the alpha calls, the Discord, the alpha calls, and also the future whitelist of Gojira, right? So I think a lot of people are really excited for this little collab that we did here, and I can show you the arts as well. The one that Zero Cool posted is a still image, but I just got the final pixel art with the animations and all. So where can I send this Zero Cool? Uh, in the
To,
PC?
yeah, will it let you send pictures in there?
How about um, but how about videos? Right? I think there's a limit, right? Let me see what I can do. Pixel. Okay, this is a. You guys can see in the chat. That's one of the Ghost Jira, but pixelated and yeah, with our passes. Hope you guys like it. Yeah, it comes with the music. Comes with the music as well. Yeah, fair question. It comes with the music as well. You guys can take a look in the voice chat channel. Yeah, I cannot reveal too much. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like the art. Uh, we worked hard on it, and we got permission from Sean and Gotchira Gangs as well to take the Genesis 2 arts and turn it into something like a reminiscence of the Genesis 1 Gotchira. Oh, sorry. Is that someone mic is on? I think, Zero Hope.
I'm not sure whose mic that is, but I think it's.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you guys want to see another one, we gonna have 33 special edition, but only the Gotchira 10 Gotchira gonna be the ones. Yeah. All the other passes are gonna be identical and rank not much as much rare in terms. Like we got horror snip, right? 5 moblins, and also 2 of the other alpha groups, right? So there's gonna be in a total of 10 Gotchira passes only, and they were not all gonna be different, right? I can give you another, yeah, another one sneak peek here. I think you guys all know Desichira, right?
Hmm.
Okay, I think we have the Desichira animations here too. Let me see. Oh, I think it's still working, still in the work. Oh, you guys just auctioned the Bachira also, right? Mm.
Yeah,
So I have the
that one's being
Bachira.
auctioned right now, I think.
Yeah, it's being auctioned right now, right? So we also have this. We have the Bachira pass. Oh, hope you guys like it, right? Yeah, it comes with the music as well. Yeah, hope you guys like it. It's pixelated because Sean said like, oh, maybe we can make a reminiscence of Genesis 1 Gojira. Yeah. I hope you guys like the quality of the art. I think a lot of people are excited. And there's only 10 of them, guys. There's only 10 of them. So good luck, right? There's only 10 of them. And we're going to auction free before our midday. Yeah, our founder, Kira, and also Sean and Gotchira Gangs just, finalize it today. So we're going to auction 3 of them before the mint. Right? And 7 of them are going to the pre-sale, right?
When did you
And
say the mid
yeah,
is?
yeah, the mint is we decided it's gonna be a first of May for UTC time,
Okay, cool.
but because of the Juga land sale, I think we're gonna push it a little bit earlier. Yeah, so maybe 12 hours earlier, so you guys can snipe the Juga land sale because that's what the pass is for, right? So you want to snipe, right? A lot of people have been asking the Giga land is going on, so how can I snipe without the pass, right? Without the pass. So we're gonna be pushing it a little bit early. Okay, when is the reveal? So I'm sorry, the reveal is gonna happen after the public, right? So you don't know if you're holding a Gojira pass or a Snip pass or just a normal pass. I'm sorry. So the reveal gonna happen later, right? So you don't know if there's a you holding a Gojira pass or not. So be careful of selling them.
Yo,
Yeah.
the ghost that ghost one is awesome. The music is really cool with that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you guys already have a high quality art and music as well. So we just make it better a little bit like styling. I'm not saying so, right? It's not. Yeah, it's already good as the comic art, but the idea is making it pixelated as Gen 1 Gotcha. So yeah, there you go. A little bit styling. Yeah. Oh, what? Okay. People are hyped for the art, I think. Yeah.
Hmm.
So about the free auctioning one, we gonna give back to the Gotcha community 50% of the auctioning fee, right? 50%. Yeah, for the free auction Gotcha pass.
Very cool.
Hope you guys like it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you guys coming out here and doing this demo. Is it? if anyone has any more questions, definitely now is a good time to ask. Like I said, next week is the mint is scheduled to be, and point two for the alpha pass and 2 ETH for the Genesis pass. There's only
Yeah.
333 of the Genesis, and there's 3,000 of the alphas. So
Uh-huh. Yeah. So if you guys want to, they ask if they can mint in Jira. I'm sorry, we haven't implemented it in the shop. Sean approaches and asks, but we gonna have to work out something here. I think Gotcha are gonna be having at least they can purchasing or the like the auction one. They will at least have one Gotcha pass in the shop, but for the whitelist, we are still working out, and we need the whitelist ASAP. So we're gonna be doing giveaways with Gatiras, and I think the Genesis though, you guys will have 5 Genesis whitelist. It's gonna be in the whitelist shop, but not before the alpha because we need to finalize it soon. So I think we need to talk to G about this also. Right.
awesome.
So yeah, awesome. We're gonna roll out some the whitelist soon, hopefully.
Hey Max, I have a question. Thanks
Yeah,
for doing the AMA for us. Is the Alpha Pass and the Genesis Pass going to be minting at the same time, or is one going to go first and then the
yeah.
other?
Okay, so they're gonna be at the same time, right? So Genesis whitelist gonna be minting. You guys, Genesis whitelist can mint 1 Genesis pass and 2 Alpha pass. For Alpha whitelist, you can mint 2 Alpha whitelists, 2 Alpha passes. Yeah.
Can we send those in the same transactions, or do you think we're going to have to gas for a little bit for the alphas?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do a,
Yes, I think you can, right, Hyper? We're working on that because I think we did a little test this afternoon and it's possible, right? It was possible, right? Was it, Hyper?
so what Agi was asking is if
Yeah.
you
Can they
can
do
mean
it in
the
the same transaction? Can you meet like
uh,
if you have a Genesis whitelist,
Yeah, I
can
mean,
you
if you guys
mint?
need to do testing, you can always just send it to my address for testing. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, same here.
definitely I'll send you, just drop your address right here. I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay.
We need C
So
phrase also if you want us to just drop it to you. It's just a new thing, new
Oh, for
feature.
sure. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, some of them are from our community. Yeah, just trolling us. Yeah, if
No,
you guys ask me whether
I was serious about the question regarding whether or
yeah,
not they
I
can
know,
be the
I
same
know. Yeah,
transaction.
so we are testing, but I think it's possible. Yeah, I'm gonna talk with our dev and follow up on the your questions. Yeah,
Very cool. Thanks for that question.
yeah,
I appreciate it. I'm sure other people were wondering that. We it looks like we're kind of getting close to how long? We're almost getting close to an hour, which is like a really good, in my opinion, a good
yeah.
indicator of like how long an AMA should and can go. I personally have been told my AMAs go too long, so I try to keep them a little bit shorter and keep them concise with all the correct information.
I know, I know.
But
Yeah,
that's just
love
me.
your AMA zero cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been known to have AMAs that go 7 hours long as well. But
Oh yeah.
we will definitely like wrap this up. If anyone else has any questions, or Hyper or Max or anybody wants to add anything, feel free to do so right now. Looks like everyone's just like hyped for the art, hyped for the the pass and everything like that. One question though, say that people can't get in, don't win the giveaway or aren't able to buy one off the marketplace. Do you guys still have whitelists like available if you were to spend time in the server, or is that kind of closed down?
I'm sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, we are running some activities on our Discord until the 28th. Until the 28th, right?
Awesome.
So you have some more chances if you miss the giveaways on the Gotcha server. So you can still join our server and join some last chance, last minute whitelist activities, right, on our Discord until the 28th, right?
Yeah.
And also on our Twitter, we're also giving actually, after this AMA, we're gonna announce our partnership on the Twitter and giving away uh, 5 alpha whitelists. So
Very
make sure
cool.
to check us out. Right.
Awesome. Just let me speak on behalf of the entire Jira family and just say thank you guys so much. I know that everyone's schedules are busy. They've got tons of things going on, and you guys have a mint coming up. So we all are very thankful that you cut time out of your busy schedule to come here and educate us about some really cool things. And it's good that I kind of run these AMAs, especially this one, because I kind of educate people about this exactly thing. And there's a lot of analytical tools out there. This one has some really cool new features. It all depends on which you kind of your personal preferences, and that's like the main thing. And it looks like this one has a lot of the stuff that I teach you guys to look at, different, like, changes in volume to changes in floor price and all that good stuff. Like I said, that bubble map thing, I haven't seen that on any analytical tools, and I've beta tested and tested out lots of projects that are doing this kind of stuff, and I haven't seen that bubble map one. So I have to say that, give you guys credit for that, and you guys have been working hard. And I have to also say thank you for the Chrome extension, because that is something that I always told people very, very early on before all these tools were out to use, and you guys made it free and to use if you didn't want to have like the instant buy feature and everything like that. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for that, because me and all my friends and people that I talked to early on, that was like the first one, and that was a really big deal. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you guys. Right, check us out. Right, thank you, Jira Farm. I've been part of the Jira Farm since Genesis 2, and even before that. Yeah, it's the first day since I stepped into the NFT market. So really appreciate the Jira Farm here. Right, and thank you guys for taking time listening to us. All right, good night,
Awesome. Thank
guys.
you, Max. Thank you, Hyper, so much. And we look forward to seeing your project and what it has entail for us.
Hey, thank you guys. Disconnecting right now.